Okay, welcome to Real Estate Chats with your guru. And I am so excited today. We have a guest, Lee Toft, board member, East Metro Association of Realtors. Lots and lots of experience, life experience, and particular in real estate. And I'm very, very excited. Let's bring Lee Toft on with us.
Greetings.
Great, Lee. Welcome to Real Estate Chats, and
It's an honor to be here.
I'm so excited to have you here today.
Thank you. Thank you. It's an honor.
Well, Lee, I've got to start off by asking you: real estate is a crazy game. Why did you possibly ever choose real estate?
Well, one could argue, Rod, that my whole life has been, having me careen towards real estate one way or another. I didn't start out as a realtor, but I almost looking back now, it's almost was inevitable that I got into real estate.
Sure.
Just that's just how life is sometimes. One step leads to
Absolutely.
the other. We can see what's right in front of us, but we can't always see what's on the distance. Luckily now, I feel like I'm getting perspective.
That is so true. By the way, what did you do before real estate, Lee?
Oh, I had several lifetimes before real estate. I was originally when I got out of college with a degree in English, which is maybe one step better than random studies. I, uh, I made a living as a professional trumpet player for a couple of years, traveling around. I did a lot of work with the Broadway show Beatlemania, and I did a lot of Latin gigs. I did orchestral things. I mean, pretty much any kind of work I could get, I would take, and it was great. But I figured it'd be also good to get some kind of marketable skill. So I worked as a road manager on a couple of those organizations as well, and picked up a lot of logistical experience, not really realizing at the time that that's what it was. I mean, sometimes we're successful in spite of ourselves.
Wow, that is amazing. So, do you still play the trumpet?
I do. I still play. A little bit of trumpet, a little bit of piano on the side, just to kind of have fun. I used to play before I moved up to Portland. I played in a band on the side in Los Angeles, because after I finished my career as a full time musician, I kind of did a few things in New Jersey, New York area, and then moved out to California and worked in television and film production and post production for I guess 25 years. Before
Wow.
coming up here full time. So, and I was going to say that entertainment in particular is really great training for real estate, as was
Sure.
music too. Because I mean, they're all collaborative mediums, which real estate, you really are collaborating. You're working with your buyers, you're working with your sellers, you're working with other agents, you're working with title, you're working with lenders. You really, if everything works out right, the whole process is a well choreographed ballet. If not, it can quickly degenerate into a street rumble.
I'll tell you, that is so well put. I might be quoting you on that in the future, Lee.
Be my guest. If I'm able to help, I'm happy to do it.
So Lee, you're involved in real estate now. So, what's your focus? What's your niche in real estate these days?
Well, my niche in real estate, again, which kind of comes back from my background, is if you ask a musician what's the most important thing about being a good musician, the best ones will tell you the most important thing is to listen. And that's kind of the philosophy that I've taken in my real estate careers, is just to listen. What are the buyers? What are they telling me? It's not necessarily what they're. What are the sellers telling me? Maybe not what they're saying, but what is it that they really want? You need to be able to look beyond what someone says and really hear what it is that you actually need. And to do that, you sometimes have to just take a beat and just be silent for a moment and see what fills that silence.
Wow, that is so well put because that's so true. That we have to interpret between the lines and find really what will work for our buyers and sellers.
I couldn't agree more. And also, as I'm often telling buyers, when they start to feel badly that, oh, we told you we wanted a house that was downtown with walking distance to all sorts of shops and amenities, but now we want to look at a home that's out in the middle of Clackamas County, and you have to take a car to go anywhere, but we really want to look at the house. We're sorry, we didn't mean to mislead you. I'm like, nah, you're not misleading me. Buying a house is
Because
it's
because
an
life
evolving process. Yeah, it's evolving. I mean, the more places you see, the more you kind of start to hone in on. Oh, well, I guess I'd really like that more. It's always changing. So, as somebody famous once said, the only thing you can count on is you can't count on anything.
That is so true. The only constant is change.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
Lee, I understand you have a story for us today.
I do. I do. And again, it kind of ties into what we were talking about, just having experience. You know, backing up for a second, when I was working in entertainment in particular, um, I find that there's a number of skills that I had to master that really come in very handy for real estate, and that is, you're managing people's expectations, you're problem solving, you're working with a budget, and you're dealing with a timeline. And all those things in real estate are actually far more forgiving than they are in entertainment. So all that is a way to kind of set up a preamble to one of the transactions I had early on. I was representing buyers. Whoops, hold on, my dog here wants to get in the act too. I was representing buyers. Sellers had already moved out of state. We had gone through inspection. We negotiated some repairs. We were doing a final walkthrough when we went through the house, and it was vacant, and I smelled definitely the odor of natural gas. Called the listing agent, said, "Hey, I think we may have a problem." He quickly got a hold of the gas company. They went out, checked it out, and discovered that the heater, or the furnace rather, had a cracked heater board. So that opened up a whole can of worms. We were supposed to close in less than 2 days. And of course, a lot of my coworkers were like, "Oh my gosh, what are you going to do? There's no time to deal with it." And my experience was often having problems that would come up maybe an hour or half an hour before a show was going to air. So having a day or two to me felt like an eternity. And we were able to work it out. We negotiated slightly more credit for the buyers. They were happy. The sellers were pleased. They didn't have to go back on the market and arrange to fix a heater, because obviously you can't sell a house without heat source. And again, that was a collaborative thing. I looked upon the other agent as somebody that I was going to work with, as opposed to somebody I was competing against. And so it was a win-win for everyone. Everyone was happy, and it had a fortuitous ending.
Amazing story, and it emphasizes just exactly the skills of a real professional realtor and what you can do by just keeping everything going.
Right. As long as there's conversation taking place, there's hope that everyone can reach a conclusion that's happy.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more with you.
Well,
So I
thank you.
gotta ask you, Lee, do you have any animals?
I've got two. You've probably seen the hint of at least one of them. My dog Haley here is anxious for me to pay more attention to her. And there's a
Yeah.
cat. My cat Nadine is somewhere around here, supervising everything. As like to tell people, dogs have a family, and cats have a staff.
Oh, I like that is so true. The cats that we have absolutely have a staff, and it usually is us.
That's right. We are here for them.
And Lee, you have family in the area.
I don't actually. I'm here on my own. I do have a goddaughter that lives in Eugene. I have a sister that's in Northern California with her husband. I've got Haley. And my mom and my brother and his family, they all live in Florida, so we're pretty far flung. But I have a strong and large real estate family here. So
Yes,
of which I count you and Karen as solid members.
and we are proud to be part of your family.
Well,
Lee,
thank you.
thank you so much for being on the show today, and look forward to speaking with you again real soon. This
My
has been
pleasure.
Lee Toft. Lee, thank you for being on Real Estate Chats with the Guru, and we'll be talking again very soon.
Thank you very much. Bye, Rod.